Okay, so with this one, did you guys have anything that worked? What worked? What did you do? This is fix-it number 3.
We changed the 2.
The first one or the second one?
First one.
First one, okay.
To a 7.
To a 7.
And then we changed the 4.5 to an 8.
Okay, so we changed the vertex to a 7, so that moved it right 3 units. Or sorry, it was right 5 units. And then you also adjusted the domain, the limit on the domain. So now it's everything less than 8. So if we hit launch, they go up and, oh, just clips the star. Perfect. Anyone do anything different? Yep.
I changed the age to 6.2, and then I changed the page
Do what?
to 2.
2.
And then I changed the 4.5 to 6.9.
This? All right, so another way that would work. Anyone do anything different? So we started with this one. A couple things I can think of that you could try. You could have maybe a value very small. So say like 1/10. So really flatten it out. And then let's maybe move it right a little bit. So let's go to maybe like 6. Let's move it up a bit as well. So let's move it like up to 4. And then maybe make this like a 9 or something like that. So very shallow. It's not going to pick up a ton of speed. And it might be enough just to kind of like roll off and then hit our thing. So not quite there yet. So let's maybe make this a 9 instead. Still not enough speed. An 8. Still not quite there yet. So I might move it to the right a little bit as well. So let's go 6.5. Give it a bit more launch. Not quite yet. So you can experiment with those sorts of things as well. Like how can I adjust speed that it's going to pick up? And maybe if I lower the domain a little bit now as well. So let's do like 8.5. A little too weak in terms of getting out, but you get the idea that you can change all of these things to try and get your stars all to line up. You could add a second line in. So I could say like, okay, I want to do one that's upside down. So why don't I do -1 x minus, now that vertex looks like it should be around 10. And then its height looks like it's about 5. So could I change the 1 to something now to make it wider? What would make it wider? What would be a different value I could put in there instead of 1? So if I'm making it wider, it means I'm compressing it vertically. So I need a number that's less than 1. So if I do like a half, for example, it makes it a little bit wider. A third, quarter. So if I did that, would all the stars get hit? So totally different way of doing it, all valid. So if you want to add a second line in, you can do. Now, the Desmos activity is trying to get you to do it in one go, so change one equation. But if you want to play with adding more quadratics in, I think that's a really cool way to experiment.